Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Lynn. I'm a content creator and a YouTuber. I make videos on lifestyle, DIY and fashion videos, and I have story times on my channel. So this video is actually a response to a comment I got 3 months ago on my life as an international student in Ghana video. Yeah, it's kind of late to do, but I apologize for that, but better late than never. So in this video, basically I have my book here. So I'm taking you through everything you need to know before you can process your application or to gain admission into Ghana as an undergrad student. So we're going to talk about the application. We're going to talk about application, selecting schools, accommodation, visa processing, and fees. And additionally, when I'm discussing these things, I'm going to talk about things I wish I knew before applying to Ghana. Okay, so let's get right into the video. So first, application. How do you apply for schools? So basically, there are two types of universities you can get here in Ghana: private and public. Okay, so depending on your choice of study or whatever it is you want to study, you have to look for universities in Ghana. So you can go on the net and search universities that offer this course you want in Ghana. Okay, so now you don't need an agent to apply to a school. All you have to do is go to the school's website and be sure to do your research. Now I would advise you that go for public schools or schools that are well known to avoid complications with your results or anything that comes with that, because I personally started with a private university and I had to transfer to a public university because I heard that for law students their results are not accepted, something of that sort. Well, they say they're clarifying it, but I didn't want to spend time and waste my time, so I definitely had to transfer. But I'm sure that issue has been clarified. I didn't follow up on it because I had to transfer. So basically, for what you should do here is that go on the net, search for the university that offers the course you want to study, and as I earlier advised, please go for public universities. So we have University of Ghana, University of Science and Technology, which is the university I attend. There's also University of Cape Coast, universities which are well known. And also for my university, if you log onto the school's website, there's going to be there's a platform for undergrad students. So through that place you can search for international student application form. Be sure to fill the application form correctly. Okay, so put in a valid email. It can be of your parents, but I advise you put in your own email in case of any information so it can get directly to you. So make sure you put everything or information that's there, your credentials, fill the form accurately and precisely. Avoid any sort of lies. Upload your original results. Okay, be it Wassce. So for the schools here, what you need is your Wassce results, commonly known as WAEC. So also, if you want to process your application, there's something known as if you want to know if you're going to get the particular course, you might want to calculate your grade based on the equivalent. I didn't know this until I actually came to Kwame Nkrumah to process my results. Basically, for law, you have to have 5 mark or 5 score. I've forgotten what they call it, or 5 equivalent, something of that sort. So A is equals to 1, B is 2, C is 3. So if they say 5 equivalents, meaning you have to have a total of 5 marks or 5 equivalents on 5 most important subjects. So now let's say maths, English, government, literature, English, economics, or one of the elective, maybe a science subject, economics, or geography or biology, something of that sort. So if they say 5 equivalents, they mean that you should probably get 5 A's. Yes. But if that's not possible, or if your results are already out and you don't have 5 A's, then you have the choice to pick first choice, second choice, and third choice of course of study. So if they go through your results and they see that it's really nice, you might get law, or you might get something else from the university. So you just have to keep your fingers crossed. But in my case, I found out that the equivalent for law was 5 marks, which I explained earlier. In your research, be sure to send constant emails to the school's email. Okay, send email to ask about things if you are not clear, like I did, and they'll get back to you. Okay, it has to be a platform or an email address that's valid. So you cannot be applying for a school, maybe let's say University of Ghana, and then the person who is sending you an email doesn't have University of Ghana attached to it. So you know what I'm trying to say. So try to send emails to the school and make sure that you are communicating with the school itself. That's why I first advise that you should go on the school's website. So secondly, after application you have to wait for your acceptance letter. That's if you get accepted. So basically, if you apply, you have to send your application form through post. Okay, but in my case, I was already in Ghana, as I earlier stated, so I went to the school myself to submit it. But if you're not in Ghana, wherever you are, you have to send your application form, which you filled, through post. Okay, so you could go on the school's website. The post office number and everything you need is going to be stated there. I'm going to also leave the link to my school's website, for example, the needs for aspirants or undergrad students. Yes, to know if you've actually received the admission, you're going to receive a provisional admission letter in which you have to accept upon coming to Ghana or upon resuming in your school. Okay, so that provisional admission letter is open to your acceptance or refusal. Anything you want to do with it, do it. Moving to selecting schools. Okay, so as I earlier stated, go for the popular schools, go for schools that are well known. Please do your research and don't just choose your schools based on pictures you see online, because you might be disappointed. So go for the schools that are well known. If you want to study courses like law that has to do with practice and jurisdiction, you have to go to schools like University of Ghana, Kwame Nkrumah, University of Cape Coast, any of the universities I just listed. But if you want to attend a private university, maybe because the cost of these public universities might be a lot, then go to a university that has affiliation to the universities I just mentioned above. That way your certificate will have the university they are affiliated to and not the private university. So in that instance, if you attend, let's say, University of King's University College, you'll be having a Cape Coast certificate, something of that sort. So that way you'll be able to practice in Nigeria or be called to bar in Nigeria. So to avoid any sort of complications with your results, that's why I advise going for schools that are popular or schools that are affiliated with popular universities. Thirdly, we talk about scholarships, right? And then to gain scholarships, there are a list of scholarships available to international students, and the one I'm talking about is the Master Foundation Scholarship. So this scholarship is available for needy students, yes, and students who can't afford it, but it's going to be based on your academic qualifications. So you have to go on their website and see what qualifications you need to do so. Because I didn't apply for scholarship, I didn't really read into it because my results didn't qualify for it. But I'll be leaving the website to the MasterCard Foundation Scholarship for my university. You can check for your university or whatever university you want to attend. You can check if they have scholarship programs there, and be sure to read through the forms on the website and send your email, fill whatever they ask you to fill, whatever form, and be sure that you satisfy the requirements before you be offered that particular scholarship. So check in the link in my description box to get the scholarship available, MasterCard scholarship available for international students in my university, which is Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. So next we're going forward to visa application. Now, okay, so citizens from ECOWAS states, by virtue of the Protocol on Free Movement of Persons, the Rights of Residence and Establishment Protocol, AP1579, people from ECOWAS countries, those are West African countries, have free movement within countries. So what this means is that you don't require visa applications, or you don't require a visa to enter into a West African country. Hence, so if you're from countries like Nigeria, Benin, Burkina Faso, Gambia, Guinea, Liberia, Mali, Togo, Niger, Senegal, Sierra Leone, you don't need a visa. Okay, West African countries. So if you don't know your country, if it's east, west, south, check the internet. And when you're done, you can come back and continue watching the video. Anyways, if you're from a West African country, you have free entry into follow West African countries. You don't require a visa. What you only need is a valid passport. However, if you're not from West African countries or the ECOWAS countries, you can however, if you're not from West Africa, you have to get your visa on arrival. Okay, and that visa fee costs $150. And there are also countries who have diplomatic visas, but I'm not sure that's quite important. But the link to the immigration portal or their website will be left in my description box. So if you're not a citizen of West African country, you can check that out and see what the website says about your country. That way you can apply per the requirement stated there. So also, the things you will need a valid passport, you need a yellow card, so you have to get it. It's mandatory. If you don't get it from your country, when you get to the airport, you have to do it before they let you enter into Ghana. And also you need your provisional admission letter. So that's why I earlier explained on your application. So once you get your provisional admission letter, be sure to print it out and bring the hard copy. That way it will show that you are coming there to study. Because once you get to the airport, you have to fill a form, your purpose in Ghana, which you're going to study, and obviously they will ask you what school are you going to study in. So you have to show evidence of admission. So on arrival too, you have to get your residence permit, but I'm not sure they quite do residence permit in the airport. I didn't ask, but in my case, they gave me a period of 14 days. I can't remember, but basically they'll give you a period in which you will have to, meaning you have within that period free residence in Ghana. However, within that period, you have to go to the Ghana immigrations and get a residence permit. A residence permit costs about 300 and something cedis. I don't know if that's been increased, but for my school, when I was in a private university, I had to process it myself, so I went to Ghana's immigration to do that. It was about 300 cedis at that time. But when I transferred to Kwame Nkrumah, my private university, those things are part of my school fees. Rather, what I do every single year is to renew my non-citizen student card, and that every year, and it costs $60, right? And after renewing that card, you have to print a lot of things like your passport, and then send it to the immigration branch, and then they'll get your passport. After they get your passport, they'll stamp your residence permit on it, and then you can come get it after like 30 days. So that is that for that. And also visa application. So basically, after your visa or after your arrival in Ghana, if you have free entry, then that's fine. How do you get to your university? So basically, I would advise that you don't use the airport taxis, because if you're an international student, there's a possibility they'll want to charge you more than the regular taxi. So download transport apps like Uber, Bolt, whatever you can find, and go to the bus terminal at Seku. Or if your school is going to be in Accra, or if your school is in Accra, you can take a taxi directly to your school. But if your school is not in Accra, then take a bus terminal to Seku. Take a car to Seku. And as a bus terminal, you can get basically every car or any bus going around Ghana. So you can get to Cape Coast, Wassce, Koftown, almost everywhere from Seku. Okay. But if it's in Accra, then just go directly with your Uber or your Bolt, right? So advice, you don't come alone to Ghana. For some reason, I feel like you're going to be stressed as an international student, taking all your bags, asking for help and those things. You need all the support you can get. So I advise you come with a family member or a friend, or if you are coming alone, maybe come along with a friend who is also coming to study with you. That way you guys can both maneuver your way through. So I think the fourth or the fifth point, accommodation. So now once you get your admission or your provisional admission in the school, you have to look for accommodations. Now for my school, you can go on the school portal and reserve a room, and on arrival you pay for the room, and payment of rooms, everything that has to do with school fees payment in my school is done in dollars. Okay, so you can reserve a room and then when you come and pay, so have your money on you. But so there are also accommodations off and on campus. On campus, obviously there's a space reserved for international students. It's called the GUSS hostel, but you can also opt to have an off-campus hostel. But with regards to off-campus hostel, you have to know a citizen or a national, at least someone who will show you around, and you have to know around where your faculty is located, so that way you wouldn't have a hostel far from your faculty. Though there are buses running in the school, it might really be stressful to you because of how choked the buses could be. So if you want an off-campus hostel, you could rent a guest house for like a night, then go on campus. After you do your biometric registration, you can then get someone to help you around. If you can't, then just stay in international students hostel. I actually advise to stay in international students hostel. My case was different because I had my sister already in Ghana and she had a friend who could take us around some places, and I wanted to stay off campus. So yes, for international students hostels, they pay about $3,000 and something dollars. For off campus, you can get relatively cheaper price, just that you have to cover your light bill, and in some hostels, I don't know if they pay for water, but my hostel I don't pay for water. So yes, just cover your light bill, and relatively, according to some people, if you calculate it, you might as well be paying that $3,000. But in my case, I don't think that's it. And I enjoy being here, so yes. So my advice to first years is that if you're coming to a university for the first time, just stay in the hostel, okay? That way you be in a community, people who can help you, and you can go around your business with people who are in the same clique as you are. So if you're off campus, you might be confused and it might be really hard for you, but when you're in a community, you feel safer. So stay on campus, okay? You can move off campus if you don't like it. The last thing I would like to talk about is the fees. So now, as I earlier stated, do your research. If you check on the website or the school's website in which you want to register in, obviously they're going to be stating the amount in which you have to pay for the course you are going to study. And obviously for international students, you pay way above nationals, way above, and you pay in dollars. So to avoid all complications like you didn't know your fees, I think you even have to pay an acceptance fee of $50. For my case, it was added to my school fees. So check the website for the fees, okay? So you pay, so you avoid not writing your exams or not getting your result because of incomplete fees. So be sure to check on the fees and take that into consideration, okay? But in my case, anyways, if you go into the university, the first years obviously pay higher tuition fee than continuing students. This is because they have to process a lot of things. I don't know the reason behind it, but I think that it is. That's the reason. So if you are a first year student, your fees might reduce over time, but I can't state an amount you pay for studying law and medicine because this video will be timeless, and as time goes on it might reduce or increase, so I don't want to comment on the fees. Just basically check the school website, do your research, and be sure that you know everything about the school before you land in the country. So to the bonus point of this video, which is the things to bring. So now I advise you just get your clothes and your documents. Basically for me, I feel like even the clothes I brought from home that time, I don't even wear any of them anymore because on getting here they have a uniform for law students which is black and white, so I had to go to Makola and get a lot of things to wear. So if you're going to be studying a course like law, you can shop from home if you want to, or if you want to shop here, then that's also fine. So just get your clothes and get a few cosmetics to help you through. This is avoid carrying so much load. So when you get here, you can get your cutleries, pots, kitchen utensils, what else will you be needing? Your bed sheets. All rooms in which you'll be getting in any hostel already has a bed. Okay, so you can get here to buy your bucket, shoe racks, shoes, or whatever it is you need. Your fridges. Some hostels have fridges, most of campus hostels, so you don't need to get that, but you have to get the other things. So just bring your clothes. Okay, and then what else? I already earlier stated that don't come alone. It might be really stressful for you unless you want to. So this marks the end of the video, and if you found this really helpful, please share with a friend who you think might be interested in studying in Ghana, and also leave a comment below and subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and please like my video. Okay, we say all these things because we need it to get on the good side of the Instagram algorithm, so that way if more viewers like the video and share to people, it shows that your content is being quality and to be recommended to more people. So please do that for me, and till next time.